Hello, everyone. This is Mr. E, your STEM OG, and today's lesson is lesson 2, servo motors. In this lesson, you will learn what is a servo motor, what is a potentiometer, or it's also called a motion sensor. You will learn some fundamental coding and some easy projects to do with a servo motor. What you need a TokyMaker, your CPU, a computer with internet access, a USB connection for your TokyMaker, and a separate power source. Please do not connect your TokyMaker to your computer for power. Need a servo motor and potentiometer, and optional is popsicle sticks with some tacket. Let's start learning. Okay, so here we have the servo motor. I put a little tacket on the bottom so that when I put on the table and it rotates, it won't fall. Here we have our TokyMaker, the CPU, and I'm going to plug this into my power cable because I don't want any problems with my TokyMaker. So I'll plug it in there and I'll turn it on so make sure it's working. All right, so my TokyMaker is working and we'll talk about that in a second. All right, so this is very simple. Like a circuit, we have our power and we have our load and we have our wire. Let me try and zoom in here. All right, so we're going to, and this is our potentiometer. It's going to control the signal that goes into the servo motor. So we're going to go ahead and put that input in so you can see these match. Connect it inside here. And you can see here we have the negative connected to ground, our VCC or power, and our output here. Pretty clean, pretty simple. And this is from an old project. All right. So now we're going to connect. Now be very careful with this because the brown is ground, that's power, that's signal. So make sure we don't do this. What's wrong with this? Well, we have this signal pin from our servo going to the ground. Shouldn't be like that. Make sure you turn it this way, and that should work for you. All right. I want to put this on so that when our servo turns, we'll see it. See if we can zoom out a little bit. So here we are on our coding screen. And let me bring that up here. So here we have, if you can see up here, we have this button. So it's black. So that means that we're not connected to our TokyMaker. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And it's looking for a compatible Toky. Now we've paired it. So it's now matched up. So what we want to do is want to create some code here. So we're going to start with the control. And we're going to add a repeat. And we want to control our output, which is our servo motor, right? So we're going to add the servo motor code right here. So the servo motor would take a number here, like 0 to 180. We don't want to do that. We want to come down to, move this up. We want to come down to input, and we want to map an input because we know our servo moves from 0 to 180. So we're going to put that there for the number. So number coming in will be from 0 to 180, which is how our servo motor moves. right? And we have it in output one, and we have our TokyMaker in output one as well. I'm sorry, our potentiometer input one, our servo in output one. And then if we run that, and we'll switch back, and now we can control our servo motor like that.